We are excited. We are here with Casadie Smith, and she has amazing experiences when it comes to sensitive storytelling. And yes, this is sensitive storytelling, collecting, crafting, and telling real experiences. And this will be on Saturday, June 3rd, 2023, from 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Mountain Time. But don't worry, there is a link down there so that you can register, so you can find the time zone converter, and then all is good. It's storycrossroads.org/all things story. But enough of my voice. I want to hear from Casadie herself. Now, Casadie, you have a lot of amazing experiences. You just graduated with your master's in storytelling from East Tennessee State University. But even before that, there's this intern experience that is really fascinating. I really want people to know about it. So tell us about this internship that took you to another land.
Yeah, absolutely. So after I graduated from undergrad with my bachelor's in music, I took a big chance and I flew to Cape Town, South Africa, where I did an internship with the Institute for Healing of Memories, which is a nonprofit organization based there in Cape Town that does a lot of work with traumatized communities by using storytelling as non-clinical healing. And so while I was there, I was interning with them. I was helping to do some of their behind the scenes stuff, but also I was very blessed to be asked to help facilitate one of their youth programs, which was called God Has Many Names. And in that, I used music and dance and art as a way to bridge religious divides between teenagers living in the townships just outside of Cape Town. It was a really incredible experience. It was a great way for me to use that music degree, but also it really opened my eyes as to how we can really use storytelling as a way to bridge these not just religious divides, but cultural divides, socioeconomic divides, racial divides, so many bridges that we can build just through using this one art form. And it's not just limited to performance either. I think that it's something that I have found extends into many facets of my life.
I'm just amazed by that experience. In fact, my introduction to you was with the artist Standing Strong Together, and
Mm-hmm.
you actually performed a piece that connected to your experiences there, and that I was like, wow, this person knows a lot of stuff. I mean, it's just, and it's not that none of us experience or see these divides in our world today.
Mm-hmm.
But when that's something that you're working on and that is your goal,
Mm-hmm.
when you actually traveled out there, I'm sure there was preparation as an intern of some things, and I don't want you to share too much if that's going to be a lot with your workshop. But what were a couple things that was maybe advice or tips before you had that experience?
Mm. Um, I think that when I went, I was in my early mid 20s, and there was a lot that I had not learned yet at that point. And I think one of the biggest things was humility and silence, and the importance of both. I found that before I went, I did a lot of talking and a lot of talking about what it is that I could do and how it is that I could help. But through that experience, I learned that sitting and listening is far more important than just about any words that I could actually say. And the motto of this organization, the Institute for Healing of Memories, is every story needs a listener. And I found that my role as a listener was far more important than I could have ever imagined. And that's something that's carried me through now, all the way through grad school, through this new degree. And I have found that really listening and internalizing is probably one of the more important things that you could take with you into any kind of experience where you're really immersing yourself in something totally new.
Oh, and that is so beautiful. I love that every story needs a listener.
Mm-hmm.
That is beautiful. I also am fascinated because we will delve a bit into ethics. I think in the storytelling
Yeah.
world, we don't talk about ethics enough. I actually studied
Mm.
communications, and I
Yes.
had a whole class just on ethics, and I
Yeah.
pondered as a storyteller what I felt was the best model for that. And you're going to delve into that, but is there any
Yeah.
hint you can tell us of how you
Yeah.
feel about ethics or the storytelling world?
Absolutely. So, my master's is in communication and storytelling. And so I did a lot of work with interpersonal communication research. And coming into that program, I really thought I was just going to be a performer through and through, and was going to dredge through the research stuff if I had to. And I ended up loving it. It's something that I found a real deep connection with. And so I found that the research process through, studies in qualitative research and communication studies really emphasize the care that we need to take of one another as human beings when we are researching other human beings. And so I have become really, really fascinated with how we can collect stories from other people in ethical ways, and how we can share those stories in ways that protects not just those people, but also the audience and the storyteller as well. And those are things that we'll be talking about in the workshop.
I love that it's not just we mention, oh, let's be ethical. We will actually delve into those techniques and things that I
Yes.
think are so important. So everybody, you will want to sign up for this. If for some reason you can't make it on Saturday, June 3rd, it is still recorded. Obviously, virtual live is the best way to do this. So you'll need to sign up right now for sensitive storytelling, collecting, crafting, and telling real experiences. And that is Saturday, June 3rd, 2023, 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Mountain Time. But again, there's that link, storycrossroads.org/all-things-story, and you can register as well as get that time zone converter. So until we tell again.